Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria. Today we are moving through a low to the ground calming practice. If you can, try to bring your mat close to a wall, something I recommend, but the practice can still be done without it. Also, if you happen to have a block, pillow, or rolled up blanket, that may be helpful but not necessary. We are going to get right into it today. So to begin, find your way into a child's pose. Bring your toes together, knees wide, fingertips reaching towards the top of the mat, and rest your forehead onto the mat. As you're arriving to today's practice, begin to bring awareness to your breath. Just tuning inward, taking note of what's going through your mind, and knowing that it is safe to let go and just be in your body now. Begin to rock your head from side to side as your forehead is pressing into the mat, inviting a gentle massage for the space just above your eyes. It is often true that showing up and getting started can be the hardest part of the practice. So now that you're here, decide to fully let go and be present throughout your practice. Commit to staying in tune with your breath and with your body. From here, begin to lift your head up. Keep your feet as they are behind you and come onto your hands and knees, stacking your wrists right under your shoulders. Use an inhale to drop your belly and send your gaze up, cow pose, and on an exhale, float back to child's pose. Inhale, roll up, cow pose, and exhale, float your hips back. Inhale, cow pose, and feel free to move through this a couple of times following the rhythm of your own breath as we sync our breath to our movement here. And wherever you are, come back to center by finding your way in a regular tabletop pose. Make sure to stack your hips right above your knees. Create a long line with the spine and move into puppy pose. Walk your hands out in front of you and drop your chest and your forehead down onto the mat. Now this is quite an intense pose, so don't force it. You might be up a bit higher than I am or come down lower. Option to use a block underneath your forehead. And pause and find your breath for just a moment in this deep heart opener. From here, come out of the pose by lifting your head up and releasing your legs behind you as you make your way onto your stomach. You can rest your forehead on your left arm. Begin to bend your right knee and reach your right arm back to grab a hold of your right foot. Gently pull your heel down and make sure that your right knee is not coming out too far towards the side of your mat. Keep your inner thighs hugging in together. Release the stretch on this side. This time, use your right arm to support your forehead and move into the stretch on the other side. Bend at your left knee and reach your left arm back as you gently pull the heel down. Press your pelvis into the mat. Notice if this side feels slightly different than the other side. Release the stretch on this side and very slowly begin to lift yourself up and transition into a seated position with your legs wide. We will move into some side stretches, and I'm going to be using a block because I have a lot of tension and tightness while I'm filming this class. Feel free to use a pillow or a folded up blanket if you have one, if you need it. From here, reach up and over with your left arm and move into a nice opening on the left side of your body. Release your stretch on this side and begin to move into the other side. And keep in mind in this stretch, notice if you are kind of rounding forward here, and instead try to almost lean back to invite opening through the front of your body and allowing your heart to shine forward. Release the stretch on this side, come back to center, and from here, turn your torso so that you're facing your right leg now. Inhale to find length, long spine. And exhale, walk your fingertips forward and fold over your leg. Option to bring a block or whatever you have in between your knee and your forehead for some extra support. Walk your fingertips back. Find length in your spine as you come to now face your left leg. Inhale, sit up tall, and use your exhale to walk your fingertips forward and fold over your left knee. Release the stretch on this side and walk your fingertips back. This time as you come back to center, inhale, reach up with both arms, fingertips towards the ceiling, and on your exhale, fold in the center. And perhaps your elbows can come down to the mat. It's okay if they don't, you can keep them lifted. And just round your spine. From here, begin to walk your hands back as you lift yourself up, spine nice and tall. We are now going to move into some reclined stretches, so make your way onto your back. I'm just moving my mat away from the wall here as I'm going to need a little bit of room to stretch my arms. As you release onto your back, move into reclined pigeon pose. With your left knee bent, bring your right ankle to your left knee and wrap your hands behind your left knee as you gently pull in towards your face. Keep your head flat to the mat, and as you're pulling your knee in, simultaneously press your ankle into the knee as well. Release reclined pigeon and let your left leg be long out in front of you as you pull your right knee in, wrapping your hands around your knee. We will move into a reclined twist. So use your left hand to help cross your right knee over to the left. Open your right arm out to the side and gaze over your right shoulder. You can also use a block to place under your right knee as well. Come out of your twist and make your way into reclined pigeon pose on the second side. Back is flat. Bring your left ankle to your right knee and pull your right knee in towards your chest. You can keep both feet slightly flexed here, maintaining a calm face and relaxing all other parts of your body. And when you're ready, come out of pigeon pose as you hug your left knee in, lengthen your right leg, and allow your left knee to cross over the body to move into your reclined twist. Open your left arm out wide and gaze over your left shoulder. Release your twist. As you come back to center, hug both knees in towards your chest and give yourself a couple of rocks from side to side as you massage the spine here. Let your hands go and come up to a seat. You can rock yourself up, and we're going to transition to legs up the wall pose. So if you have a wall near you, go ahead and place your mat up against the wall. As you can see here, I try to do it this direction, but I find that it would be better if you have your mat facing long ways up against the wall. Now, to enter the pose, if you are using a wall, you're going to scoot your bottom all the way to the wall and simply lift your legs straight up so they are leaning against the wall. You can do this free without a wall as well. Count how many times I say wall. And once you get settled, you can release your hands down by your sides with your palms facing up. Go ahead and make any small adjustments and get comfortable, as we are going to be here for the last few minutes of our practice. If you haven't already, begin to close your eyes now and bring your awareness to your breathing. Allow your breath to return back to its natural rhythm. Release any tension that you may be holding in your forehead, in your jaw, and into your shoulders. This simple pose paired with conscious breathing can allow us to turn off our fight and flight response and instead turn on that true state of relaxation. A relaxation that many of us don't usually get in our day-to-day lives as we live in such a hustle and bustle and busy type of society. So when we get the chance to activate our parasympathetic nervous system or relaxation state through not only this pose but throughout all of our yoga practices, it's a rare moment in time where we make space for clarity and for true healing. It's a very, very powerful. If you'd like to, bring one hand over your heart and one over your belly as you continue to just tune in. It's truly no small feat for you to show up and take care of yourself in this way. Sometimes discipline can be an amazing form of self-love and self-care. And for the last few moments of class, I'll leave you with your breath and a few moments of stillness. If you'd like to, you can stay here longer. If you feel ready, invite a bit of movement back by wiggling your toes and reaching your arms over your head as you stretch through your fingers. And bend your knees and turn onto your side slowly to make your way into one last seated position with your legs crossed. Inhale, reach up with one last juicy stretch. And exhale, release your hands down and bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I can't wait to see you in the next class. Namaste.